Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for Living Local, your lifestyle show for all things Charleston and beyond. I'm Ashley Zerby.
Eye on the Lowcountry, sponsored by Dr. Michael Johnson with Retina Consultants of Charleston.
Joining us today, we have Dr. Michael Johnson. He is a retina surgeon with the Retina Consultants of Charleston. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We're at a beautiful waterfront park here in Mount Pleasant. And I'm so excited about the relationship we're going to start with y'all because I think there's a lot of potential here. We're going to talk about a subject that I've never actually explored, but today we're talking about you, okay? We're getting to know you. So first off, let's just talk about where you're from. How'd you get here?
Well, I'm from Virginia originally, but the way I got here is a friend of mine. John Carrison is a retina surgeon. We trained together 27 years ago, can you believe that?
Wow.
At Johns Hopkins, and he told me I had to join his practice. And so he's a wonderful guy. He's kind of like my brother. I have all the dirt on him if you need any.
Oh yeah, he's got all the dirt. I love that.
But he's got a heart of gold, and he convinced me to come down here.
Okay, so that's how you made it to Charleston, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how did you get into becoming a retina surgeon?
Well, you know, I went through all the disciplines in medical school, and it was the only one that I really loved. And because, you know, the sense of sight, I think, is the most important one. And to be able to keep that function going is fascinating. And the specialty is one of the greatest in all of medicine. There's so much innovation going on right now. There's so much knowledge and so many precise things that we can do. We have some of the most effective and precise diagnoses and therapies out there in all disciplines of medicine. It's just really a dynamic, exciting field with a lot of creative minds. So it's a pleasure to have, it's kind of like drinking out of a fire hose. There's so much you can do now for patients that have retinal conditions.
So you're having to constantly be an academic, like way after school, right?
Yeah, we continually learn and innovate. In fact, one of the great things about this practice, they have 2 clinical trial centers, which is unique. So we keep current with research and bring that to our patients.
And outside of what you're doing at Retina Consultants of Charleston, you're also doing things as far as lectures and things like that, right?
Yeah, I'm just in love with the retina. So I like to talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
So I have courses on it and talk to optometrists about it, ophthalmologists about it. So it's a passion and it makes me happy.
So where do you see yourself fitting into the whole Charleston scene?
Well, you know, Charleston has, you know, really great healthcare, and it's wonderful to join this great team. We all work together, and I think we can make a real difference.
Well, I can tell you're such an academic, but it seems like you know how to really simplify, you know, things for people like me. So when you're dealing with patients, what's kind of like your style?
Well, you know, I like to, you know, put them at ease and explain to them in simple terms how the retina works and how we can help them. We can help about 90% of our patients, which is incredible. And so they come in scared. Everyone's, you know, nervous when it comes to their eyesight, but we can put them at ease and show them that we can generally help them.
Who are some of the patients like you're seeing? Like, what's do you have a typical patient?
Yeah, well, it's, you know, the retina, the importance of the retina is highlighted by the fact that the 2 most prevalent causes of blindness are retinal conditions: diabetes and age-related macular degeneration. And they're both in epidemic proportions in South Carolina and throughout the United States.
You see it a lot in the South.
Yeah, so you know, it's like all hands on deck. We got to get these patients in and see them and help them, and they do remarkably well.
All right, so you know, I said this was a getting to know you. So like, you know, family life, what's going on there?
Charleston's sort of like the jewel of the South. It's an incredible place. And my kids were like, wow, you can go to Charleston, that's great. We're both in college, so it was a natural time to make a change. I've been in practice for over 20 years. And so, you know, it's great to be part of this community. I love the history, I love the cultural activities, you know, I love the great healthcare scene and the warm welcome.
So you felt very warm welcome here?
Yeah, I'm originally from Virginia, so it's kind of like coming home.
I was about to say.
Yeah, so I love the South.
We were talking about boiled peanuts before we came on air, so, you know, I love talking about that. All right, so like, as far as like, what are some of your goals you have coming here?
Well, we just want to provide the, you know, world-class care to our patients and just really be integrated in the community and let them know that they have a resource.
All right, so what are some of the other things you like to do? I mean, you seem like you're spending a lot of your time, obviously, educating yourself constantly.
Well, I enjoy a lot of outdoor activities, fitness, and I used to be a windsurfing instructor for Club Med, so I do that.
For what? Club Med?
Yeah, that's a long time.
Awesome.
That's going way back. People don't even know what that is anymore. But anyways, so I love being outside.
Yep.
And that's this sort of year-round climate here, which is great.
So you see yourself like getting back out there and doing that kind of stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, what are the odds that you see like your retina surgeon out there,
so
doing that kind of stuff?
People are challenging me now to, they say windsurfing's passé. I've got to learn kiteboarding.
Oh,
so
really?
I might try that.
All right. Well, okay, so let's talk about what's your most rewarding thing that's been in your job. I mean, do you have that one story that, where it was like against the odds, you didn't think it was going to turn out a certain way, or you had a patient that...
Well, the greatest part about my job is how much we can help people with their sight. And we get to know the patients very well. They become like family members. And so it becomes, like a big family in the office. And we joke around, we have a fun time, and we do important work. So that kind of relationship, it just sparkles. It's a really nice engagement.
You seem like an anomaly, though. You're like I always say, like, these are rare people to come across where they're like the PR person and the engineer in the same body.
Yes.
Have you ever heard that one before?
Yes, I have, yeah.
I always tell people I can't be an engineer and be on camera, it usually, those skill sets don't go hand in hand. So it's very interesting to see that you have like a personality and all.
Well, I like to have fun.
Yes, all right. Well, anything else you think we need to know about you? Like when someone comes to see you, what type of experience they need?
Well, hopefully they'll have the best experience of their life in terms of medical care. Because we want to keep it human, we want to keep it personal and individualized.
And a lot of times these days you don't see that though, like the bedside manner, things like that, right?
Yeah, people come to see me and say, this is the funnest place I've ever been, going to the doctor's office. And most people hate going to the doctor's office.
I gotta be honest, yeah.
Yeah, I hate doctors too.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that I'm not one of those types of doctors.
All right, well, Dr. Johnson, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you today, and I'm looking forward to our partnership that we're gonna have every Wednesday, so thanks again. And of course, for more information, you can head online to retinacharleston.com. More Living Locals coming your way, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.